Hi everyone, welcome to your Pilates class. All we need today is a mat. We will be taking breaks in between throughout the class, but if you need additional breaks, feel free to take them. So let's get started. We'll come to our all fours position, our quadruped position. Hands and knees are on the mat. We'll start with some cat cows. Make a C shape with your back looking towards your belly. Make a J shape with your back looking up to the ceiling. We are flexing our spine, looking down. We are extending our spine, looking up. Scoop that belly in. Make a C shape with your back as much as possible. As you drop that belly and chest down, look up, reach your tailbone up. 3 more here. Tucking your pelvis in and looking up. 2 more. Keep going, keep making your C and J shapes. Last one here. Pull them in and drop them out. Come back to center. We're gonna wiggle our tail and look towards our hips. You're gonna bring your hips to your side, look to that side, then go to the other side and up. We are just warming up here. Wiggling your tailbone side to side. Now, when we are in our quadruped position, we are not dumping our chest down, bringing your shoulder blades together. Try to bring them away. Scoop that belly in. Bring your shoulder blades away from each other. One more on each side. Come back in. You're in your nice and neutral zone in your quadruped position, looking down towards the mat. When you're ready, we'll straighten one leg behind you. Bring it back in. Straighten the other leg. Bring it back in. Straightening one leg at a time. Kick back. Feel the bottom of your glutes. Squeeze the top of your hamstrings. That means we need to feel our thud, where the butt meets our thigh. Squeeze it as you straighten your leg as much as possible. You can keep doing this, or as you straighten one leg, can you straighten your opposite hand forward, coming into your bird dog. Reaching your hand and your leg away from you as much as possible. Maybe look up, going into that back bend, bring it in. Straighten it out and bring it in. Work within your range of motion, challenging yourself to progress a little bit each rep. One more on each side. And take a break. Go into your child pose, roll your wrists. In your child pose, you're bringing your booty on your heels, bring your knees away from each other, bringing your belly between your knees. When you're ready, keeping your hands reaching further away from you, lift your hips up and drop your waistline down, looking up to the ceiling. Then we go back into a child pose. Reach your fingers away from you. Bring your hips forward, lower it down, looking up. 3 more like this. Keep going. Lower down, lift up. Moving at your own pace, in your own range of motion. There is no rush. We're gonna move nice and slow, in control. One more here. Come all the way down, look up, and we'll get up, come up to sitting on the mat. We'll sit on the mat, straighten your legs forward, sitting nice and tall. We'll do our spine stretch, keeping your hands on the mat in front of you. Walk your fingers forward as much as possible and come back up. Sitting nice and tall, chin to your chest, roll down as you walk your fingers forward and bring it in. Go as far as you can, reach as further as you can and come back in. The next time you go, can you give me 3 pulses there? We are going to pulse 3 times and come back up. As you continue, see if you can keep your feet flexed. That means toes pointed to your nose. That will also give you a stretch in the back of your legs. Keep going, reaching as far as possible. Pulsing 3 times and come up. 2 more here. Walk forward, pulse, 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 and up. Last one, hang in there. Going all the way forward, pulsing 3, 2, 1 more, and come back up. Sitting nice and tall, moving into a spine stretch. Open your hands out to the side. We are going to rotate to one side, come back in, rotate to the other side, and back forward. As you continue, think about reaching your hands behind you, keeping your hands in line with your shoulders. We need not bring your hands away from your shoulders. Keep it in line with your shoulders as you rotate your torso as much as possible. Can you give me a 2 pulses as you go there? Pulse a couple of times and come back in. If you don't like your pulses, you can just do your spine rotations. We'll do 2 more on each side, twisting as much as possible, coming back forward, twisting to the other side, back forward. Last one here. Keep your toes flexed, that means toes pointed to your nose as much as possible. Come back forward and take a break. Roll your shoulders, bend your knees. Hug your knees in. Keeping your feet on the mat, we are going to hold on to your shins or behind your knees. Wherever your hands are, we are going to roll back onto the mat and roll up. You can roll back halfway and come up, or you can roll back all the way down and come up. We're going to progress in layers here. So stick with the layer that you're comfortable with today. If you're not going to go all the way down, you can go just halfway. Tuck your pelvis in, look towards your belly and sit up tall. Keep holding on to your knees or your shins so that they help you lift back up. If you're going all the way down, you can go all the way down. Tuck your chin in. You can use your hands to pull your legs, or you can just use nothing and use your core to come up. See where you are today, how you feel today. Listen to your body, you guys. And up. One more here. Wherever you are, go all the way down or halfway and come all the way up. We're gonna progress now, going into your rolling back, rolling like a ball. Hug your knees into your t-shirt. We're gonna keep looking towards your belly, nose to your knees. Make a ball shape with your back. When you are ready, we are gonna roll back and roll up. We're gonna roll like a ball and up. The more you make a ball shape with your body, the easier it will get for you to come up. We're going to roll back onto our shoulder blades as much as possible and press your shins into your hands to help you lift up. Keep pressing your hands into your shins into your hands. You can just go as far as it is comfortable for you. Come back up, hugging your knees in. See if you can hover your knees over the mat as you come up. Just a little bit of balance challenge. Looking up. few more here. Ooh, that was tough one. Last one. Hover, 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 and take a break. Nice one, you guys. Keep going. Take a quick break. You can roll your shoulders. When you're ready, we're gonna roll all the way down and lie down. Lying down. We'll start with our leg circle. Straighten both legs forward. Keeping your left leg down, straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Make a big circle, as big circle as you can today with your legs. And see if you can take your waistline with you, bringing your leg all the way to your left, reaching to the wall in front of you and making a circle back up to the ceiling. Keeping both your legs as straight as possible. Point your right toes away from your nose and see if you can flex your left foot, toes pointed to your nose. After this circle, we are going to reverse the circle the next time you point your toes up to the ceiling. Reverse the direction of the circle, taking your waistline with you to the right. If your shoulders are getting off of the mat, you can open your hands out to the side, anchor your shoulders down. We are not lifting our shoulders up as much as possible. 2 more circles here. Last one. And come back in. We're going to switch sides, straighten your right leg. Bring your left leg up to the ceiling. Make as big circles as you can today. You're pointing your left toes and flexing your right foot. Keeping your shoulders down, lift your hips off of the mat. Make as big circle as you can today. Keep breathing. The next time you point your toes up to the ceiling, reverse the direction. Out to the side, all the way to your right and back up. Keep flexing your right foot. I keep forgetting it. You'll also feel that back of your leg stretch. 2 more here. Last one. And take a break. Take a quick break. Hug your knees into your t-shirt and roll side to side. Come back in. Gonna move into a single leg stretch. Bring both legs to tabletop. Tabletop is where you bring both your legs to a 90-degree angle, just like a tabletop. When you're ready, curl your chest up, hug one knee into your t-shirt as you straighten your opposite leg and switch. And switch. Keep reaching that foot away from you as you bring your opposite knee to your t-shirt. Now as you continue, try to pull your knee to your t-shirt as you press your leg into your hands to help you lift your chest up a little bit more. Pull that shin into your hands and hands into your shins. Keep going, lifting as high as possible. You can do it. Keep reaching those toes away from you as you lift your chest up as high as possible. We'll do one more on each side, almost there. And take a break. Hug your knees in. You can roll side to side. Take deep breaths in and out. All right, bring your feet onto the mat, hands by the sides of your hips. We are going to do some bridges. When you're ready, we're going to roll up into a bridge and roll back down. Tuck your pelvis in, lifting as high as possible and roll down. Keep reaching your waistline up to the ceiling as high as possible. You can keep doing this, or as you bridge up, can you lift both hands up to the ceiling? As you bridge down, bring your hands back down. Keep going, lifting as high as possible and lowering it back down. Two more here. Keep lifting up. The next time you bridge up, we'll hold there. Lift as high as possible. We'll do 8 pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and roll all the way down. Hug your knees into your t-shirt. Hold on behind your knees and straighten both legs up to the ceiling for your hamstring stretch. You can curl up to get a deeper stretch. Keep your legs as straight as possible. If you're not in a chest lift, curl your chest up, straighten both legs up to the ceiling. Keeping your right leg there, lower your left leg away from you, and we switch and switch. For a single straight leg scissors, pulling one knee to your face as you lower your opposite foot down to the floor as much as possible. You can add a couple of pulses here, pulse, pulse, and shift. Pulling your knee to your face a couple of times before you lower it down. Keep going. The same technique helps here. As you pull your knee to your face, try to lift your chest up a little bit more. Almost there. 2 more on each side. Last one, you guys. And take a break. Hug your knees in. You can open your hands out to the side, sway your knees to one side as you look to the opposite. Come back to center and switch sides. Coming back to center. We'll all turn facing your screens. For your side lying, you can be on your elbows or you can be on your hands. Wherever you are, we are going to keep your top hand onto the mat. Stack your legs on top of each other. Keep your top foot forward. We're going to do some side bridges. Lift your hips up and down. Feel free to press your hand into the mat to help you lift up and down. Or you can keep your hands on top of your hips, lift up and down. Press your foot into the mat to help you lift up all the way. Or you can keep your knees down on the mat to just lift your hips up and down. You can stick with the version that works for you. Hips up and down, keeping your knees down, hips up and down, lifting your knees off. Wherever you are, keep going. We'll do 3 more, as high as possible. For last 2, can you lift your hand up to the ceiling? Last one, lifting your hips up, reach, 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 and take a break. We're going to lie all the way down. Bring your hands behind your neck, just like this. So keep reaching your elbows up to the ceiling. Stack your legs on top of each other. We are going to do our leg sweeps. We are going to bring our top leg forward and behind. Sweep your leg as forward as possible. Sweep your leg as far as possible behind you. You can pulse a couple of times forward, pulse a couple of times behind you. Keep going. See how much you can bring your foot forward. Try to be stable at your center. Your pelvis will move since your leg is attached to your hips. But keep going. Try to keep your body as stable as possible. Twisting, kicking forward and kicking back. The next time you bring your leg forward, pause there, make a big semicircle behind you and bring it forward. 3 more here. Big semicircle and back forward. The next time you bring your foot behind you, pause there and reverse the direction. Make a semicircle forward and sweep your leg behind you. Make a big semicircle and sweep behind you. Feel that glute squeeze your hamstrings, you guys, as far as possible behind you. Last one here. Go all the way back and take a break. Take a quick break. Shake it off. We are going to turn onto our bellies. Being on our bellies, hands are on the mat. Legs are straight, looking down to the mat. Without using your hands, see how high you can lift your chest up, looking forward, and go back down. Chest high and down. As high as possible. We are not using our hands yet. That means if you hover your hands, you should be able to still lift your chest up. 2 more here. Last one. Bring your hands on the mat. This time we are going to press your hands down to help you lift up into a swan. Press your hands, straighten it out and lift up. Look up to the ceiling and come back down. The further your hands are away from your shoulders, the easier it will get to lift up. The more you bring your hands towards your shoulders, the more you'll go into your back bend. The more you straighten your hands as you press into the mat, the more you go into that back bend. Feel those back muscles before you come back in. Moving at your own pace, in your own range of motion. We'll do 2 more here. Last one. And take a break. Take a quick break. You can bring your head over your forehead and take deep breaths in and out. You're doing great. We are almost there. All right. Bring your hands below your shoulders. This time we are hovering our hands. Keep your hands hovered. Bend your knees. Lift your chest up. We're going to straighten our hands and your legs and bring it to the starting position. Keep lifting your chest up and see if you can lift your legs off of the mat as well. Nice and active body here. Straightening both your hands and your legs. So reach as much as possible and bring it in. Few more here. Keep lifting up. The more you look up to the ceiling, the more you'll be able to lift up. Don't look down to the floor. 2 more here. Straighten it out. Bring it in. Last one. As far as possible. And bring it in. And take a break. We're going to turn around onto our back again. Turning onto our back. we'll do our double leg stretch now. Bringing your hands on the mat, bring both legs to tabletop. We'll hug both our, curl your chest up. We'll hug both our knees into your t-shirt and straighten both legs. Hug your knees in and stretch it out. As you hug your knees, you can hold on to your shins. As you stretch it out, you can press by the sides of your pants. Pull them in and stretch it out. You can keep doing this, or every time you straighten your legs, straighten your hands up to the ceiling, make a big circle and then hug it in. 4 more here. Stretch it out. Keep lifting your chest as high as possible. 2 more here. Last one. Stretch everything. Make a big circle and hug it in. Take a quick break. I'm going to do our single leg bridges. Bring your right foot on top of your left quad. You're in your figure 4 position. Hands are on the mat. When you're ready, we'll bridge up and bridge down. Now try not to bend your right knee towards your t-shirt. It's away from your t-shirt. And you're going to bridge up. Open up the front of your hips and roll down. Just a few more here. Bridge up and down. 3 more. As high as possible. Lifting your waistline and reaching it up to the ceiling. The next time you bridge up, we hold there. Keep lifting as high as possible as you rotate your hips to your right and back up. Knees go down to the mat and back up. Keep reaching your waistline up as high as possible. 2 more here. Last one. And take a break. Be in that position and pull your knee to your t-shirt. You'll feel your glutes stretch. Press your right knee away from you and pull your left knee towards your t-shirt. Bring both your legs down. We're going to switch sides. We are almost there, you guys. Keep going. Left foot on top of your right quad. Hands are on the mat. When you're ready, we'll bridge up and down. Rolling as high as possible and back all the way down. Now keep pressing that knee away from you. Opening up the front of your hips. We'll do 3 more here. Bridge up and down. 2 more. The next time you bridge up, we're going to stay there. Keep reaching your waistline up and we'll rotate to our left and back up. To your left and back up. Keep reaching that hips up. 2 more. And take a break. Hug your, you can take your figure 4 stretch. Pressing your left knee away, pulling your right knee in. You should feel that stretch. Taking a break here. Roll back up. We're going to go to the other side to do our side lying stuff. Lying back down. I'm facing the camera. You can always face the other side or just turn to the other side. You can keep your forearms or your hands on. Stack your legs on top of each other. You can keep your hand on top of your hips or on the mat. Wherever you are, we bridge up and down. Side bridges here. You can keep your knees down, lift just your hips up, or you can lift your knees up as well, coming into your side planks. Keep going. You can keep your hands on the mat or on top of your hips, or you can reach your hand up to the ceiling. Try not to dump your shoulder onto your shoulders. You're lifting away. 3 more here. Keep going. Last 2. Last 1. Keep reaching up, 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 and down. We'll go all the way down, bringing your hands behind your neck, reaching your elbows up to the ceiling. Stack your legs on top of each other. Center yourself. When you're ready, we are going to sweep our leg forward and behind as much as possible. You can pulse a couple of times on either sides. Almost there. Keep going. As further as possible, as back as possible. The next time you bring your toes forward, make a big semicircle behind you. Sweep forward. Make a big semicircle and sweep it forward. 3 more here. Last 2. Keeping your center as stable as possible. The next time you point your toes behind you, we're going to reverse the direction. Make a semicircle forward and sweep it. Ooh. Losing balance. 3 more here. Last 1. And take a break. Take a quick break. Shake it off. We're going to come up into our kneeling position. We'll kneel on the mat. Take a quick break if you need to. Roll your shoulders. All right, we are in our low kneeling position. We'll start with our high kneeling. We'll kneel up and kneel down. Bringing your waistline forward. As you kneel up, reach your waistline to the wall in front of you and bring it down. You can keep your hands on your pants, or can you bring your hands forward as you kneel up and kneel down. Keep going. We're going to progress into our thigh stretch. Lift up, reach your waistline up, forward and down. The next time you kneel up, pause there. Reaching your waistline forward, will hinge back at your knees and then bring your hips down. Lift up, hinge as far as you can and come down. 3 more here. If you don't want to do your thigh stretch, you can just do your kneeling low and high. Try to reach as far as you can and then you bring your hips down. Last 1 here. Lift up, keep reaching your waistline forward as you hinge back and down. Take a quick break. We are going to come back to our quadruped position, hands and knees on the mat. We're going to do our child pose and bringing your hips forward, just like we did in the beginning. We are doing it again. We'll add a progression. The next time you bring your waistline down, give me a push-up and go back to your child pose. Bring your waistline down, give me a deeper push-up and go to your child pose. Almost there. Go down, push up and back to the child pose. Give me 3 more. Can you do 2 push-ups this time? 1, 2, back to the child pose. Last two. 2 push-ups each. 2. 1. Back to the child pose. The next time you go back down, hold there. You can give me 6 push-ups. 6. 5. I'm right here with you. Keep going. 3. 2. Last one here. Whew. Go to your child pose. Alright, we're almost there. We'll do some last movements. We'll bring our feet forward and lie back down. Right, one last movement here. Keeping your left foot there, bring your right leg to tabletop. We're going to straighten that right leg. Bring your hands by the sides of your hips. We'll do our teaser prep and progress to our full teaser. You can keep your right leg there. Bring both your hands reaching your right toes and lift your chest up and back down. Just prepping here. Chest up, reaching your fingers towards your toes as much as possible. Keep going. We'll switch legs. Bring your right foot down, left foot extended. Reaching up. High, high, high. 3 more. You can keep doing this, or we'll progress to our whole teaser. Bring both your legs and your hands down by the sides of your hips. When you're ready, we're going to lift both our hands and legs up, coming up into a teaser and roll back down. If you're not here, you can just do your chest lift. Lift as high as possible, maybe just a little bit, or maybe all the way into a teaser as much as possible. Reaching up and down. 3 more here. Last 2. Our last movement here, guys. Give your best. Last one here. Keep reaching and take a break. Hug your knees in. We'll crisscross your feet. Sit on the mat. Deep breaths in and out. We'll do our rotations. Bring your hand behind you. Look behind you. Pull that knee in. We'll go to the other side. Just cooling down here. You made it. One more on each side. Come back to center. We'll do some side bends. One more on each side. Keep reaching. Deep breaths in and out. And we are done. Great job, you guys. I hope to see you guys in our next class.